Have you ever tried to hear from God? Maybe you're still trying. Sometimes he speaks through his word. Sometimes he speaks through his spirit. And sometimes, just sometimes, he seems to speak through a whisper. He'd just finished building an altar on Mount Carmel, and he'd prayed for fire from heaven to consume his sacrifice. And God had answered by sending fire that devoured the offering and the wood and the stones and the dust, even the water in the trench. But now he was running for his life, fleeing to Mount Horeb, afraid that King Ahab's wife, Jezebel, would have him killed. So he went into a cave, and he waited. And when he was there, these 4 things happened. First, a great and powerful wind tore through the mountains, so much so that the rocks were split and the caves were shaken. Then there was an earthquake, and after that fire. What? God wasn't in any of those things. Then a whisper, and God was in that. Let me read it again. The Lord said to him, I have been zealous for your sake, and I have preserved your offspring for your sake. Now therefore, tell me what you are doing here, Elijah. So, he said, I have been very zealous for the Lord, God of hosts. For the children of Israel have forsaken your covenant, torn down your altars, and killed your prophets with the sword. I alone am left, and they seek to take my life. Can you picture it? Elijah in this cave, realizing that the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of the universe, is the God who parted the Red Sea, the God who spoke through the prophets, that God was actually talking to him, and yet he couldn't hear anything. He couldn't see anything. All he could do was cover his face because of how utterly small and insignificant. He felt in the presence of the greatness of God. And yet, oh, my friend, God isn't in the big, the mighty, the powerful, or the glorious, at least not always. Sometimes he's in the quiet, the still, the small, and the weak. But when we're feeling weak, our instinct is to try harder, to become stronger, to become better, to become more, to accomplish more, to become more powerful, like Elijah's experience on Mount Carmel. But when God speaks, all we need to do is listen. So have you heard God lately? Have you heard his still, small voice? If not, go to a quiet place. Wait on the Lord. Listen for his voice. He may be closer than you think. And when you hear him, and you will hear him, don't run to the mountaintop. Don't run to the Red Sea. Don't run to the place where you can accomplish something for him. Run to the place where you can rest in him. Because when we cover our faces before the Lord, that's where we find true strength. That's where we find true power. That's where we find true peace. And that's where I want to leave you today, covered in the strength, the power, and the peace of the Lord. This is the host. And until next time, grace and peace be with you.